and fans are mourning an ESPN college football reporter who died on Christmas Eve, his 34th birthday. Edward Aschoff had been battling pneumonia. Colleagues remember him as a well-dressed, witty, and talented storyteller who took pride in helping the next generation of journalists.
In Tuscaloosa, I'm Edward Aschoff, ESPN.
A rising star.
You guys at Alabama aren't used to losing a lot.
And an enterprising reporter.
Looking at it as a head coach, winning in the big house.
Edward Aschoff had already made his mark.
Tough loss on the road.
The Oxford, Mississippi native joined ESPN in 2011 and quickly became known for his outgoing personality and powerful reporting.
Our condolences go out. He was nothing but first class to this organization and always to me. And Ed, you'll be missed.
Aschoff was a mainstay on the sidelines at college games across the country, where he also covered the more polarizing sides of college sports. In 2016, he won first place for enterprise writing in a national contest for his piece on the impact of race and discrimination in college football. On Twitter, ESPN Senior Vice President Rob King called Aschoff a ray of light who brought joy to the job.
Our thoughts are with his loved ones, including his fiancee, Katie. My heart goes out to you all.
Aschoff was engaged last year. His fiancee proposed with a ring shaped like one of his favorite film characters, Godzilla.
I had the pleasure of patrolling the college football sidelines with Ed, and it was amazing to see the respect he commanded.
On Christmas Day, Aschoff's colleagues paid tribute to his legacy.
For as good as a reporter Ed was, he was an even better person. He always put people first, those whose stories he told, and those of us who had the honor of working with him.
Aschoff tweeted in early December that he had pneumonia in both lungs. Healthy young adults typically have a lower risk of contracting pneumonia, but according to the American Thoracic Society, half of adults with normal immune systems who are hospitalized for severe pneumonia are younger adults. And in my time at ESPN, I did not know him. Our paths barely crossed. So many of my former colleagues have tweeted out, and what you heard there, it was about the person that he was and the impact that he had on so many people.
This story was so heartbreaking to read. He had his whole life ahead of him. He passing away on his birthday, and he put an Instagram post to his fiancée saying, "Love you, babe. Thank you for putting up with my 5 a.m. coughing fits." It was really tough to read. I'm so sorry that this happened, and our condolences to his family and to his fiancée.
Yeah, somebody so young.
You feel it through his smile, through the interviews that we saw.
Yeah.
Good morning, my faithful loyal YouTube subscribers. The day after Christmas, today is December 26th, the year is 2019. I'm sitting in my living room on my way to take a shower and get dressed. Earl's sister is with him at the hospital right now. She spent the night there with him, and she said she's gonna hang around most of the day, so. But I'm headed up there anyway. If you saw that, you heard, I saw the news, that report I just showed you, the news reporter from Ed, from the ESPN network, passed away. I can't remember his name just that fast. Y'all give me my asses. Edward Aschoff. Edward Aschoff. He died of pneumonia. He got sick around the same time Earl did, right at the end of November, right after Thanksgiving. Maybe a few days before Earl, he got sick. What I don't understand about Edward, he should have been in the hospital and hooked up to a, they should have been giving him intravenous fluids and antibiotics. But he was home. I'm not sure when they rushed him to the hospital. At one point, he was at home taking antibiotics, and that probably wasn't a good idea because those antibiotics clearly were not strong enough to kill the bacteria and correct the issues he encountered with the flu and pneumonia, and it killed him. So, to answer you all's questions, some of you all still are questioning whether a flu shot would have saved Earl's life. The type of virus that caused Earl's flu, they take blood samples, they grow the bacteria or virus in a lab so you can see what it is so they can treat it. This particular flu virus was covered under a flu shot. He would have been, had he got a flu shot earlier this year, before he came in encounter with that particular virus, or whatever it is, he would have been covered. The flu shot would have protected him. I think it's influenza B. It's one of them. I know exactly what the doctors told me, but they made it clear, yes, 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 sir. Had he taken a flu shot, this particular virus that he came in contact with, which I think I came in contact with, we were around each other the whole time. The difference is I got a flu shot in September, October. August, I think I got it in August, late August, early September. I'm not stupid over here. I ain't sitting over here. I ain't getting no flu shot. I ain't getting no vaccine. I ain't going to a doctor. Hell fucking no. I go to doctors. I get medicine. I take my blood pressure medicine. I go to doctors. I take a pill every day. I got to take my blood pressure medicine this morning too. So anyway, I take my medications, go to doctor's appointments, get my flu shots. I am not stupid over here. All the rest of y'all people that's against blood pressure medicine, against flu shots, against modern medicine, how the hell with you ignorant niggas? Because you're stupid. But that's another video. We'll go there tomorrow. But yeah, before I had got a flu shot, he would have covered and he would have been fine. Now somebody said, well, have you been discussing? I haven't discussed anything about the flu shot up there. He just woke up yesterday. You know, there's nothing really to discuss at this point other than trying to ask him. He's asking for food and water. And they, you know, can't give him none just yet. I mean, he literally just woke up yesterday, y'all. About 24 hours, that's when they set him up in that chair when they realized, he's awake, he's moving around. They said he literally, because he went from the modern medicine, I don't give a damn what you ignorant motherfuckers say. Modern medicine will save your goddamn dumbass life. Those of you screaming at Jesus. Jesus! And let me say something to you all right now. I have not seen one doctor nor nurse up there with Jesus on their tag. I like to, y'all screaming God and Jesus. It wasn't God and Jesus. It was good nurses who stayed by that man's side. The nurses did not leave that room. They stayed in there. If they left, they were right back in there 5 seconds later. If they even saw me walk towards Earl's bed, that girl would stand up and say, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Oh, it's okay." She's like, she looking. She sit back down, but she was looking the whole time. Them nurses had stayed Johnny on the spot on top of Earl the whole time he'd been there. That staff, the doctors, the nurses, the team of doctors that come around, which I get dressed and get my ass up there for the rounds. It's like something out of the Matrix. They come with all these computers and laptops and they roll around from room to room and they all bouncing stuff, discussing stuff, going over everything, looking at charts, medicine. Charlie didn't play up there in Emory. Now, I've been in a couple hospitals, but it's been some time since I've been in ICU. And actually, to be honest with you, I haven't had nobody in the ICU except my father maybe years and years ago. So they have these laptops and iPads and computers and they monitor and everything's real time and it's a lot going on up there. And it's not just one person. Earl had multiple doctors in there. There were so many doctors in there, multiple doctors for his, they had doctors for his kidneys, his heart, his lungs, brain functions. They had so many different people in there. It was just, well, and I'm sure it's probably like that in a lot of hospitals, but what I saw up there in Emory over the past few weeks has amazed me at the quality of care they give their patients, particularly there in that ICU. I haven't had any problems with them. They've all been very kind and respectful to me. They've kept me very well informed. They have. I mean, I have the doctors that come around every morning. Like I said, they come around, they rolling computers around and laptops and computers, and they roll in about 6 or 7 out there talking, discussing, asking questions, asking me questions, talking to them. They bounce each other, asking. It's just a lot of stuff goes on, you know. So, yeah. I don't have any complaints about Emory Hospital. I think Emory's a good hospital. And I met a lot of other family members that were up there and said the same thing, that they, in fact, I've met several families who transferred their loved ones in from Northside. There were other hospitals, they transferred them from that hospital over to Emory. Particularly if they're on a ventilator. They wanted to be over at Emory. And one lady, her husband got sick on December the 15th, and December 15th. Her husband got sick on December the 1st. And and she has had her husband got sick on December 1st, and this is December 26th, and she's had him in 3 different hospitals in that time frame. He's at started off at some other hospital. Anyway, he's at Emory now, and she said the first day they got into Emory, there was just 100% improvement in her husband. He's 70-something years of age, and he's the one who had the appendicitis or something. I think it was appendicitis burst or something like that. But I've talked to a lot of family members up there, and they have all agreed that Emory Hospital is one of the better hospitals in Atlanta, if not one of the best. I always thought Piedmont was a good hospital. But one of the things that Piedmont is kind of an urban hospital, where Emory's a little tucked away over in Decatur. It's a big hospital, though. It's massive. I mean, all these hospitals are big. Hospitals are big money makers. Those of you that don't want to get the flu shot and take your blood pressure medicine and take your insulin from diabetes and stuff, you will end up in one of them money making hospitals. They're going to be laid up on them beds, and you're going to be wondering, what the hell happened? Please, I'll stay away. Those of you who are against modern medicine, you will find out the hard motherfucking way when you get up in one of these damn hospitals. Because I didn't tell you the last few days. I can't really go into all the details of stuff I've seen with other patients up there, but there was a patient who had to have his some amputations. Bad. I mean, it's just been bad. I'm talking to family members, and you talk to people, and they tell you the stories, and because everybody's just walking around lost. I mean, and you can see the pain in their eyes. They say, "Are you okay?" I've seen people walking down the hallway crying. I just say, "Are you okay? Do you want to sit down and have some coffee and talk?" I'm just sitting there anyway, and they'll come in and talk and something, and they just. You got another thing too. Gosh, I never thought about this, but you have a lot of folks who are moving to Atlanta, and they don't have any connections here. So when they get sick or something happen, their family members are coming from all over the place, from Denver. What is that? Where does this woman come from? California, not San Diego, not San Francisco. She came from Seattle, Washington, for her brother. He got sick, and he's up there in Emory, and she doesn't know anything about Atlanta. She flew in here, and she raced to the hospital, and she's been up at this hospital for days, and she's just been eating. She don't know nothing about Atlanta. It's the first time here, and she went straight from the hospital, from the airport to the Emory Hospital. Has been there since. So, she's not leaving the side. She said, he's really sick, and And I didn't realize that people camped out in these hospitals like this. I didn't know, y'all. So at Emory, they have showers for family and rooms you can change clothes, take a shower, and freshen up and stuff. I haven't had to use any of that because I'm 15 minutes away from the hospital. So a lot of family members are there from various different states. One of the reasons why people say I never really left Atlanta because, well, I'm not a big fan of Atlanta, but I know everybody here, and my family's here, my friends are here, and everybody's here. So in the event something happened, I'm not someplace where people don't, I have to have somebody fly in. And, there's a lot of people I've met up there at this hospital who's loving. They're not, Atlanta's a city where people are not from here. White and black, they're all from someplace else. and let me tell you, and it doesn't matter the wealth of money, because I've met some people up there who, like I said, I'm just not going into details. A lot of the people I've met, because it's just personal and private. But we got a lot of smart, educated people who got sick. Anyone can get sick. Anything can happen. There's all kinds of shit going on. So, but in this particular area of the hospital where Earl is, these people are all on life support, ventilators, dialysis. They're all kind of in that section, are all on deathly ill. Let me just say that. If you over there, if you over in that particular wing where Earl is, spending his time staying, that particular floor, there's a lot of bed hospitals, room after room after room after room. Even rooms ain't nothing but 10 feet by 20 feet deep. So, you know, if that long, 20 feet, I might be 10 by 15 maybe. They got room after room after room. And it's just, you know, it's a hospital. It's a don't nobody want to be in the hospital. So anyway, I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to go back up there and hang out with him. Today is the day after Christmas, so he is getting better. So I'm kind of I know they're going to put him back in the chair again today. Well, he has to go. We have to see how he feels, though, this morning when he wakes up. Because he was in the chair for a few hours yesterday, and then he was doing the trach collars. So there's a lot going on. And then the therapist is supposed to be back today. So, yeah, I'll be there most of the day. So I can see what's going on. I feel better. I came home last night and got some sleep. I even jumped in bed around 10-something last night, got some sleep. And it's 8:15 now. I'm about to get dressed and get out of here because I'm going to be there by 9:30. So I'm going to throw something on, take a shower, throw something on, and get dressed, go up to be out. Those of you who are so against modern medicine, and you put your faith in Jesus and God, good luck to you. You gonna need it. So, like I said, I ain't seen nobody with no Jesus on his tag, name tag. I've seen excellent doctors, excellent nurses, very good medicine, modern science at work. That's what saved Earl's life. That's what saved this man's life. And getting to the hospital at a time where, just in the nick of time. And that's what saved his life. I ain't no fool over here. Y'all can scream to Jesus all you want to. I'm not. I can't live in a fantasy world. I'm grateful to the doctors and nurses at Emory Hospital. And it's the time, like I said, they have been stayed in that room with him. Yesterday, those nurses were in and out of there all day. L'Oreal's up there now, said she's just shocked about the man's staff. I said, yeah, he's in ICU. You know, it's a hospital. They constantly checking, beepers buzzing, all kinds of stuff. They had to start. There was some other stuff, medicines they were giving Earl, because, you know, as he's waking up, they're giving him vitamins, not amino acids. They're giving him certain nutrients that his body needs. Just sodium. There's a lot of different stuff that they're doing. So they kind of in and out. The machines are beeping and buzzing all night long. And I told her she wasn't going to be able to get my sleep in there. I said, you might want to go home and come back in the morning, because his apartment's not far from there. But she said she wanted to stay there. But yeah, I'm a lot of you all don't understand that reporter who died. He was in excellent health, no problems other than until he came in contact with the flu virus, and it turned into pneumonia, and just that fast. I mean, he got sick around November 30th, and passed away on Christmas Eve on his birthday. So I don't know. But anyway, I'm about to conclude this video. Today is, because I can get dressed and get out of here. Today is December the 26th. It's the day after Christmas. And I'm about to get up here, get dressed, and get out of here. I'm out. And I'll just check in with you all later on when I get to the hospital. All right, I'm out. Bye.